Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to design this fun, beautiful earrings, tassel earrings or fringe earrings with this cone finding, and it's very pretty, very wintry, I would say. Um, my daughter saw this and she called it Elsa earrings, so I'm going to call this Elsa earrings. I didn't even realize the color combo. I just picked it up and I was about to finish it, and she said, "Oh, Elsa earrings." So I was like, okay, that can be the name for this earrings. So we have totally 9 fringes here, 9 strands here for this tassel earring, and I have a lever back ear wire finding. You can use anything you have available in your stash. And I got this box of this cone findings from BB Craft, and they have this bronze color, antique silver, and antique um, gold. So these amazing colors are there, and I also got these crystals from BB Craft as well. So it comes in a box like this, perfect for storage, and you don't have to look for any other storage as you would think. And also this crystal strands, I got 10 strands for about, say, very few dollars. I will leave down the description box below the link for all the products that I'm using, which is this and this, which is from BB Craft, down in the description box below. If you want to take an advantage of a coupon code, there is iShoot10 coupon code. It is a 10% off your entire purchase. You can buy that. Even this Mayuki thread I bought from BB Craft years ago, like 2 years or so ago. So the one thing that I'm using from my stash is this needle, and I have lemon seed beads in this white milky color, and also these bugle beads, these long bugle beads. These are acrylic beads, I think. I'm not so sure whether it's glass or acrylic, but it's not that heavy. Because I'm adding crystals, I don't want these earrings to be really heavy. I want to wear them all the time because it's very pretty. So, and let's make these earrings now. So I'm using a size 12 beading needle with the Mayuki thread in this amazing pearl white. It's a nylon beading thread. This is the thing, and the thing is 330 text. That's what it says. It's in this pearlized white color kind of thing. So I really like to keep this cover on, otherwise it will become dirty. So I remove the cord like this, the thread like this from this. So that's how I do it. You need a wingspan of thread for one earring. Okay, so I have only this much left, as you guys can see, about, say, 8 inches left in that one wingspan of cord. Wingspan, if you stretch your hands to either side from one tip to the other tip, that is a wingspan. And an arm span will be from your shoulder to your tip of the fingers if you stretch it. So I'm gonna actually stretch this and take a wingspan of cord here. I really like the Mayuki thread, and especially for fringes and everything, you do need a softer thread. I wouldn't use Fireline or Wildfire for this purposes. There are other bead weaving things that we need those for, but not for this. So once I do that, then there is a slit here on the top, so I insert the thread in the slit, and then I cut off the cord. Okay, and what I really like about this cord is it's very easy to string this one. Trust me, it's really easy. I hate Nymo thread for that because I find it hard to string through the. See that? How easy it is to string with my left hand. I'm a right-hander, by the way. So that's my needle and thread. Let's make this fun earrings. Okay, and also we need some wire, 20 gauge wire. You can also use a head pin, but I don't like to use a head pin for this purpose because I want to do a wrapped loop on the top and also on the bottom. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. So what I do is I just cut about, say, I don't work with the spool here. I really like to have the wire down. It's about, say, I would say, let's see, 5.5 inch is what I have here. So I take this and then take my round nose pliers. You can use your round nose pliers, or you can use your step looping pliers. Anything is fine. Just make a bigger loop. See this? And I would want to know whether this loop will go in here or not. Right? That is important. See this? It actually nestles nicely inside. So that's what I want it to be. I don't want it to be very big or very small. So medium. So that big. What I would do is take my pliers, straighten this long wire up, just like that, and take this, okay, just like that, and check one more time. That will be about, say, perfect. So take this and wrap this around. So 3 wraps is more than enough. Take your wire cutters and snip off that excess wire. So you can tuck in the tail if you want, but it's not actually necessary because it's going to go inside the cone finding. So we have our loop right now. So here is what our loop looks like. If you insert it into the cone, it's inside, it's not outside. As you guys can see, it's slightly inside. That's the look we want. Then if you see this, you won't be able to see any loop. It just feels as if the beads are coming from inside. So that's exactly what I want it to look like. And now we shall start it. So take the end of the cord, the wingspan cord, the Miyuki thread, and then tie some knots to this loop. Tie the thread to the loop. Okay. Just an overhand knot. And then a surgeon's knot. Surgeon's knot is just overhand knot, but which you go through the loop once. Surgeon's knot, you go through the loop twice. Okay, there we go. And I also like to go through the loop one more time. Go through the loop of the wire, and then again do a surgeon's knot. Can also use your pliers if you want, and tighten it up. Now the cord is secured. If you want, you can dab some glue there and cut this off, or you can keep it just like that. Okay, move it to the side. Now we are ready to pick up the beads. So the pattern, you can follow any pattern which you want, but I am following this pattern. So the 11 seed beads Let me just separate these. I tried to use a smaller bugle beads, but it didn't look very good, so I wanted a longer bugle, so that's why I'm using this. I really like the long bugle out there. This bead mat is also from bbcraft.com that I bought during this Black Friday, and I really like it. It's only $1 per piece, and I got 4 of them. Once you separate the beads, it's easier to pick up. I need more. Okay, since it's a white color, maybe it's not very visible, but I think you guys can see it. So 5 seed beads, 5 level seed beads. That's the pattern that I am following. You don't have to necessarily follow that pattern, but somehow a combination of these would be a good one. And then a crystal, a seed bead, then a crystal, then 2 levanos. Okay, crystal, 2 levanos, and then 2 crystals. Okay, and then 3 levanos. Okay, then you pick up 2 crystals again. Okay, then a bugle bead. It might not fit, so a bugle. After the bugle, I'm gonna take 3 crystals. These are 3 by 2 millimeter crystal roundel beads, and then finally 11. Okay, so this is my pattern, but you can use any pattern you want, any pattern you like. Bring this all down. So we have our knotted thing right here. So now in this pattern, I leave the last 11 seed beads down, and then I go through the entire thing up. Okay, make sure you go through all the beads. That's more important. Sometimes you might miss it and you won't even see it, especially the white seed beads. There is a high chance that you might not see it. Make sure you go through everything. So I would suggest you go through some, and then again you won't be able to pass in one go, so it's okay to take your time and go through everything. So the idea behind this is to pull this cord. Okay, so hold the seed bead down and then pull it all the way up. So you don't have to be very tight. If you are tight, then it'll not sit properly. So that's how it needs to be. And now I'm gonna check whether I did it correctly or not, because I have done it several times. I have done it very wrong. Sometimes I added 3 crystals in places where it has to be 2, and so forth and so on. Now what you do is, see, there is a little slack which I would not want it, so hold the bead and make it tight. Once you come here, I want the needle to go through the loop once. I'm not tying a knot or something, but I'm just going through the loop once. Okay, now I'm ready to start the next row. This is what we are going to repeat through the entire for the entire bracelet. We are going to do 9 fringes. It's up to you if you want to reduce to 7. An odd number would be ideal, 7 or 5. That's up to you. But for this size of cone, which is about say 8 millimeter, I think the size of this part is, you need 9. That will make this fringe looks full. If it looks full, then it is beautiful. So I suggest 9 strands would be ideal. So 2 more beads, and then 2 crystal, then 3 more beads. Two crystal again, a bugle, 3 crystal again, and 1 seed bead. Take your time to drop it right next to your previous row and check if you have the exact length. Did you miss any beads or not? And then skip the last 11 seed bead and go up through all the beads. Take your time to go through every single bead. Do not skip any bead. If you do, then, and if you don't notice it, then we will have to do this again. In the last, when I was doing the other one, I was watching something or I was listening to some podcast and then doing it, and I made mistakes like 3 or 4 times, and I had to take it out, put it through, take it out, put it through. But these Naimo and Mayuki thread, there is one problem wherein I have to take up the needle to actually go back and fix it, because otherwise it will be very hard. It might not go through everything. Something like that will happen. So it's better to take the needle off and pull everything down and then go ahead and do that correctly. So I went through the loop again. So I'm ready to add the next row or the next line. Like this I will continue until the 9 rows, and then before the 9th row I have a knot that I wanted to show you guys, so I will come back when I'm at the last row. Okay, so as I said, I am done with 8 strands and I have one more strand to go. So the thing is, if you just go through the loop once after you're done coming back up, and go through the loop, and then you're going to start the next strand. Before that, just to so that it doesn't bunch up here, all you need to do is when you go through the loop, okay, you create a loop of thread and go through that loop once. That's a simple knot that you can do that will make your strand start after the loop. So it will give it a space. That's really needed, because if it all bunches up, it will not be very, smooth. It will be very, it won't be a smooth ride for your earrings. It will be stiff. So that is really needed. So the last part, we are doing 5 beads. So all of these are in the same length, but you can also do multiple length if you want to. I'll show you guys a earring that I designed like probably 10 years ago. I'm not so sure if it is 10 years, but I'm for sure it's more than that, even more than that, I guess. So that was my favorite earrings for so long, and that was my daughter's favorite earring right now. So I did that with a cone. I'll show you guys. So This is the earring. I've been having it for several years now, and it just, I mean, at that point of time, I think more than 10 years, I have these dagger beads, I mean, teardrop beads with the top drill hole, and it is faceted. It's a pretty white color, and I have a bicone, 4mm bicone, and then some seed beads. These are 15 seed beads. And see this cone, such a big difference, right? This is double the size of the cone. But I really like this earrings a lot, and there is only, if you think, 5 strands, because the hole is small, so you don't need a lot. But I did this in a variegated length, and I made this earrings in a matching pendant for a necklace. So this is one, and it still stood just like that. Very pretty earrings that I keep on wearing so many times. But you can see I didn't even have the same color finding, so I used a stainless steel wire, and then all gold elements. But that actually is now in fashion, mixing up metals. But that's one of my favorite earrings. But you can do the same with variegated length. So that's also a possibility that you can do. And then instead of the bugle beads, you can add more seed beads if you want. And instead of the seed beads, like 11 seed beads, you can use 15 seed beads. I was looking for that, but I didn't have anything in this white color, so I switched to 11 seed beads. But you can do that as well. So there is a lot of different possibilities with this earrings. It's an all-time favorite. It's a long earring, so it's just a shoulder duster earring that you can make. It's not, it's not a very, very tedious bead weaving project or something of their sort. But at the same time, it's not a quick earring, I would say. But I mean, it's not that long to actually do this, right? So it's easy to do it. At the same time, it's a statement earrings that you can gift to any of your friends or family this holiday season. So it's wonderful season. And then you can do this. It's easy. And then finally what you do is you go through the loop, and this time I'm going to knot. So once I'm gonna knot, okay, once you knot it, you come down. Doesn't matter, you come down the same one or a different one, it doesn't matter. You just come down through that and then go up. So you are going to, anyways, I'm going to go to the start of this, so but I'm gonna go through this one more time completely and then come back up. So that's what I did in the other earring as well. So that's what I'm doing here. You don't have to knot in the fringe, you don't need it. It's not needed, but if you want, you can. But I suggest knotting at the end rather than in the middle of the strand. Why? Because it actually comes up. I tried it, so that's why I'm saying. So if you want to knot, come here, knot just before the 11 seed beads and go up. But you don't have to do that. I just go through the 11 seed bead and come back the usual way one more time. Just don't leave any seed beads or crystal. Go through all of them above. You will find it a little bit difficult because it's already formed fringe. So okay, so now this is what it is so far. Okay, now see this starting chord, I want to go there. So what I do is I just go through the loop just like that, and then tie a knot like that. Okay, and then go through the loop here. I'm just reaching the other side to catch hold of the starting wire. See, it's a high possibility that you will get the fringe inside. So make sure you take that out. Okay. There we go. And make sure to knot. Okay. We are all the way here. And then what I tried to do is knot it with the starting tail. A surgeon's knot then. And I have still a lot left. So now what I like to do here is I like to come down through some of the beads in any of the strands, doesn't matter which one it is. So I just come down. And then snip off my thread. And also this one, not very close but just a little bit. You can also drop a glue right there. So drop some glue, just a little bit on the starting part and this part as well. Okay, now I am good to go. Now we are ready to add the cone, the fun part, add the cone and see how it is. It looks very pretty, right? So I really like it. I take one of the crystal to top it so that I have a nice earring up top. Now the time to wire wrap. Take your round nose pliers, hold it here, bend it at 90 degrees, reposition your pliers. You don't want this loop to be big, you just want a smaller loop. Okay, so make a loop just like so, and then take the end. I have a lot of wire, but that's okay. I don't want to run out of wire, and I want this loop to be, want this wrap to be nice and neat. Once you have achieved that, take your wire cutters and trim off the excess. See, this much is left. Tuck that tail in gently. Okay, there we go. Our earrings is said and done, right? So all you need to do is add the ear wire. How cool is this earrings? I really like it, and my daughters will enjoy this. Twist and open the loop in the lever back out here. For several years in the starting years of my jewelry making, I never knew I can open this. I know there is a small cut over there, but I never knew I can open this with the lever back. I thought it will break. So there is 9 strands and such a pretty earrings. You can do in variety of colors you want. Such very very cute earrings, tassel earrings. As I said, if you want, you can do at varied lengths. It'll look really pretty. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. And if you did try to make this, please send me a screenshot of your findings. You can share it on the Facebook group. The link will be in the description box below. I would love to see what you guys made and what colors did you guys come up with. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.